Welcome to Nantucket Rope Bracelets. All of our stylish bracelets are handmade in our Nantucket workshop, using only the best non-shrinking line with soft, flexible finish. Find us at nantucketropebracelets.com and order your beautiful piece from Nantucket today.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning and welcome into this Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail. It is August 6th. It is a beautiful sunny day to start right now. I'm your host, Ross Leonhardt, back from France. And we have a fun hour coming up. We're talking back to school coming up here with some experts. And we're also talking about backyard barbecues still happening. We're in the thick of summer here, so stay tuned. We're stoked to have you. And Good Morning Vail starts right now. Welcome into the TVA Weather Center on this Tuesday morning. It is sunny to start the day, but we are expecting some afternoon thunderstorms later on. 8 a.m., 61 degrees to start the day. We'll see a high of 81, a nice cool 81, and a 50% chance of rain. So 50% chance, maybe not here, but those afternoon thunderstorms are expected this time of year. And into the hourly here, the isolated thunderstorms really start around noon. Temperatures up to 76 degrees. Through 4 p.m. with those scattered thunderstorms expected. And at 8 p.m. temperatures start coming back down to 72 and mostly cloudy skies this evening. So cooler temperatures on this Tuesday expected. Into the I-70 corridor, Eagle a high of 86 today, Avon a high of 83, Vail topping out at 78 degrees today, and a 50% chance of those afternoon thunderstorms throughout the I-70 corridor today. Denver still in the 90s here, a 94-degree day ahead, and a 20% chance of precipitation on the Front Range, and we need that rain across the state here. Tonight, a low of 57 with a 20% chance of precipitation and partly cloudy skies. These sunsets have been unreal lately. Tonight's will be at 8:14 p.m. and some slight 5 to 10 mile per hour winds tonight. Into the rest of the week, a lot of afternoon thunderstorms expected here on through the rest of the week and the weekend here. We'll see what happens, but temperatures hovering around 81 degrees on Wednesday, tomorrow, and on Thursday, 80 degrees with lows in the 50s. Friday, heading into the weekend, high in the middle of 75 and a low of 54, and the weekend, those temperatures keep coming down with highs in the low 70s and lows in the low 50s. So beautiful day to start this Tuesday with the sun shining, but we are expecting some afternoon thunderstorms. If you are heading out onto the golf course like I am today, cross those fingers. Up next, we're going to check in with Avisha and Vail Vibes, who's always up to something fun. Let's take a look at what she's up to.
Come on!
Hi friends, welcome to Vail Vibes. Avisha Scarborough here, and today we're coming to you from Nottingham Park in Avon, and I'm about to take you for a ride on the wild side. Wild Side e-bikes. They get you to where you need to go fast. I got to explore Avon and Vail by bike in a way that was not above my endurance abilities. And even though my bike had a motor and throttle, I still got to work out while doing it, thanks to being able to lower the assistance levels. Wildside owner Paul Healds says you could always get plenty of exercise depending on which of the 5 power levels you choose.
You can use one of our bikes and use it in the lowest power mode and do more of a workout. You can turn the power off completely and you'll have plenty of exercise. Alternatively, you can turn it up to number 5 and just kick back and cruise from A to B.
Paul has owned a successful ski luggage company for years, but it was some unfortunate bike rides in high humidity that inspired him to get into e-bikes.
Using a bike as a commuter vehicle, a mode of transportation, which I was doing, and I was riding what I call a regular old ice cream bike. I had to pedal it all over the place. I would be getting hot and sweaty, my shirts would be pitted out within about 5 minutes of riding. And my wife looked at me when I was grumbling one day and she says, well, get an e-bike. And I said, not a bad idea, but I don't want a run-of-the-mill e-bike. I want something cool.
So he designed a bike drawing inspiration from the motorcycles of the 1950s, which seemed to epitomize cool. Once he was happy with the design,
This is the battery.
he decided to build it into a brand, and that's how Wildside came to be. Here he is showing us one of his most popular bikes, the Paris, which is designed to look more like a classic cruiser than a motorcycle. Paul says one of the best parts about Wildside's bikes are the accessories. From the helmets to baskets, these accessories are a stylish addition. Paul says some people aren't ready to embrace e-bikes, but he suggests they change their perspective a little.
Well, I think anybody riding an e-bike, the first thing somebody says to them that's on what we call an analog bike now, a regular bike, is cheater. You know, people shout cheater. That's really not what electric bikes are about. The question to me is, well, who are they cheating? Who are they trying to beat? Our bikes are, as I like to say, a mode of transportation. They get people from A to B, and you can have fun while you're doing it.
Wildside's company motto is dedicated to reawakening the spirit of your inner child, and this artwork behind him is a reminder of that.
That's our inner child. See, that's one of the things that we found with Wildside, was when you get on this bike, however young or however old you are, however experienced or inexperienced you are at riding a bike, there's something about jumping on a Wildside electric bike that puts a smile on your face, and all of a sudden you have fun. And all of a sudden it takes you back to your youth, when you had the bicycle, and all of a sudden you had your independence. And you could leave mum and dad alone. You could go off to the park. You could go play with your friends, you know.
I know my inner child was happy this day. And if you want to take a test drive on the Wildside, you can visit the Wildside Bike Showroom in Avon. For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough.
Good morning, Vail. Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back. America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
Welcome to Nantucket Rope Bracelets. All of our stylish bracelets are handmade in our Nantucket workshop, using only the best non-shrinking line with soft, flexible finish. Find us at nantucketropebracelets.com and order your beautiful piece from Nantucket today.
Good morning, Vail.
It's time, almost time to go back to school, which can bring a little stress, and it's shopping as well, which could be fun. Joining us now, we have digital lifestyle expert Mario Armstrong. Mario, welcome.
Hey, Ross, good to be on with you. What's up, Colorado? Good to see you all. Thanks for having me on. And you're right, man. Look, it is back to school already about that time of year. So I partnered up with some great brands to make sure everyone is ready for school this season.
I love that. I love that. And obviously, there's a lot that goes into this school shopping list. Can we start with how do we make this easy on the wallet for parents out there shopping this time of year?
Man, when you said that, you're like, yeah, you just don't know. Like, even for me to compile this list is like a lot of work to come up with things that can be relevant. So you're right. We're going to start with the wallet because everyone's worried about that. I'm a parent too. So if you're on the hunt for electronics, fashion, or say school supplies, use the PayPal app, people. It's got you covered for what's called stackable cashback deals. These are from some of your favorite brands. Basically, you hop into the app. You see the offers that you like, you just click to save them, and then it will automatically apply them at checkout. Plus, you can stack these offers with your favorite card, like the PayPal Cashback MasterCard, where you can get an additional 3% cash back when you use PayPal. So that's a great way to start off. Like if you're going to shop, start there, save some money, get the right deals, but also get some cash back.
I love that. And most people naturally have PayPal, but if you don't, just grab it. It's easy to use, and it's kind of the way the world's going. So definitely jump on that trend there. What are some other creative ways to tackle this school shopping?
Oh man, so Ross, this is really neat and fun. So parents, listen up. If you got little ones and kids going back to school, Cricut Joy Extra is a really fun and smart cutting machine that's really perfect for parents to make unique, personalized gear with your kids, like backpacks, notebooks, water bottles, t-shirts, all sorts of stuff that you can make. It cuts, it writes, it draws, and foils on over 50 materials, including vinyl and iron-on. The free app, the Design Space app, is compatible with all the Cricut machines. You can even create your own designs, or you can get inspiration from the online community that they have there. It's just a fun way to get everybody kind of into that school mode, but also a way to personalize some of those things that you want to make sure don't get lost or can get back to your kid if they're in the lost and found.
Oh, that's so cool. I wish I had that when I was in school. I always remember trying to get the coolest and newest stuff every year, the new folders and binders and books and stuff. So to have something stylized would be so cool. What other?
Yeah, like with your own name on it though, or like your favorite motto or a cool quote, or like that's taking it to the next level.
Yeah, I would love that. Would have loved that. What other essentials are you seeing out there while you're shopping?
A couple, everything from technology to saving some money to some other fun stuff for the kids. So let's start first with Staples. They have a lot of back-to-school essentials. You can shop in-store and online with them. This is the Lenovo IdeaPad 5 with Windows 11 Home. The reason why I brought this out is because it's portable, it's lightweight, so kids can carry this from class to class. It's got long-lasting battery. It's got Dolby Audio certified speakers, which is really great. Laptops always struggle with good sound. Plus, it's got a fast-charging battery, and you can trade in your eligible devices to score a Staples e-gift card. So if you got devices laying around, take them in. And teachers, listen up. You can enjoy 20% off in store with the app coupon and your teacher ID. So save some money by going to Staples. And then another essential, Ross, that I wish I had when I was a kid, it's called IXL. Now, it's a learning program, but it covers subjects like math, language arts, science, social studies. This thing is used by 15 million students, and it caters to different learning styles with video tutorials, interactive practice sessions, and games. And kids can learn on anything, the computer, tablet, or phone. It's just a really great way for them to stay on track, catch up, or even get ahead. And if you're a new customer, you can get 20% off for a limited time, too.
I love that. I love that. What about our college kids, either going back or returning to college? What do they need?
Oh man, they need so much. They need confidence. They need, no, I'm kidding. They need something that's really unique and different. So if you want to buy something for a college kid that's going to be moving into a dorm room, you might want to get them the STEM Attracts and Traps Flying Insects Light Trap. This is so that your student can take care of their space because, you know, inevitably their roommates will leave food around or windows open. So it's free of insecticides, it's people, pet, and plant friendly, and it has a soft UV blue light for 24/7 attraction of houseflies, mosquitoes, and more. And it's got a refillable cartridge, so it's easy to replace and never get your hands sticky.
That's amazing, amazing. It's kind of wondering how I made it through college without some cool stuff that these kids are taking into their dorms or housing units now.
Yeah, we made out okay though, Ross. You did good. You did good.
Yeah, it works out. It works out. But some great stuff out there. Mario, where can people go to find all this information and more information about all this cool products for back to school?
Yeah, because we got links, pricing, and everything. Just go to inthenews.tv.
Awesome. Mario, one last thing. As a parent yourself, what's the mindset you recommend to parents this time of year? Where's your mind at, and what do you recommend to other parents?
That's a great question. My mindset is really, what's the best way that we can support them? Often we think about what we would need or how we would want it, but we really need to put on their shoes. What's the best way to support them? So when I'm thinking about Christopher, I'm asking him, what do you really need? What's the biggest challenge? One question I asked him that really got me a good answer was, what's keeping you up at night about the upcoming school year?
Love that.
If you ask your kid that, you might uncover things that you just don't know, and they may share things that they had maybe tucked inside that they didn't even see as a big deal, but then when they say it, you're like, oh, I never knew that, and now you can help address it with them.
Love that so much. Mario, thanks so much for joining us and giving us all these helpful tips and tricks for back-to-school shopping, and best of luck out there, and have a little fun with it. It should be a fun time and an exciting time of year. So
that's right. I want to see straight A's and B's, people. Let's make it happen. Let's go, Ross.
That's it. All right, Mario, thanks for joining us, and
care,
stay tuned. We will be right back with more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works.
Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that. Necklace really is the one that works.
Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine, and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, to fight 6 years off here.
I like it. It's like a mini facelift.
Oh, it totally works.
Think I need a box or two.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
Where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to pieces.
Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the TVA Weather Center on this beautiful Tuesday morning. To start, we have a 50% chance of rain later on today and some afternoon thunderstorms expected, but a high of 81 degrees. Nice and pretty cool. Low of 61 right now at 8 a.m. to start the day. Some small winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour expected today. So 50% chance of rain, 50% chance of not rain is how I like to read that. Hourly temperatures, things warm up a little bit up at noon to 76 degrees with those isolated thunderstorms starting to roll in. And at 4 p.m. stays at 76 with those scattered thunderstorms before mostly clouded skies heading into the evening and 72 degrees at 8 p.m. Into the I-70 corridor, Eagle a high of 86 today, Avon a high of 83, Vail 78 today. 50% chance of that precipitation and afternoon thunderstorms expected through the I-70 corridor. And in Denver, a 94-degree day ahead with a 20% chance of precipitation. So still a warm day on the Front Range, and we expect some rain, and we need some rain out on that Front Range. Tonight, a low of 57 with a 20% chance of precipitation overnight and some small winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that sunset at 8:14 p.m. mixed with some thunderstorms could be pretty nice and relaxing. Into the rest of the week, afternoon thunderstorms expected every day coming up through the rest of the week and into the weekend, with the highs around 80 and 81 Wednesday and Thursday and the lows in the low 50s the rest of the week. Into the weekend, temperatures start coming down. A high of 73 degrees expected on Saturday and 71 on Sunday, with those lows staying in the low 50s. So some respite from the heat is coming and some thunderstorms are on their way. Up next, it is National Night Out, where local law enforcement partner with the community, and that is happening tonight. Let's take a look at what that's going to look like.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Always lots of great activities and events taking place here in our beautiful valley, and one of them that is near and dear to the locals' hearts is National Night Out. An opportunity to get out, meet law enforcement, meet those first responders, but also meet your neighbors. I've got here on the couch with me Sheriff Van Beek. Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Well, it's great to have you. Let's talk a little bit about National Night Out, how it impacts our community.
Well, this is going to be the 41st, and it is exactly that. It's national. So cities and counties across the entire United States on Tuesday night are going to be out there, and it's to promote the idea of getting your neighbors together and everyone getting to know each other. And it's also a great opportunity for law enforcement and first responders in general and other community partners and so on to get out there and meet their community that they're in, because we're also part of all the big community, and be neighborly and on a positive note. And so we're extremely excited. We've got 4 events coming up for the Sheriff's Office next Tuesday. So it's real exciting. We're going to be doing it at Minturn up at the Little Beach Park.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing ours also in Edwards at the
Freedom Park.
Thank you.
Yep, Freedom Park.
Suddenly pulled a mind blank on the name there. It's like, I know exactly where I'm going. We're also doing one down at Gypsum at Lundgren Field.
Okay.
And then the other one we're doing over in Basalt. So it's real exciting. Lots of live music at most of the events. We have bouncy castles. We've got our community partners coming out. Vail Health is going to be one of the ones that's going to be coming out to, I think it's Edwards. We've got Air Medical or Air Life coming out to the Edwards one, weather permitting.
Yeah.
We've also got hats that's supposed to be out at the Gypsum event as well. Again, weather permitting.
Yeah.
We've got, but all our EMS firefighting crews from throughout the entire valley are all going to be there, and we're going to be mingling together, and kids get a chance to come see all of our equipment, come meet us. We're going to be having some food and beverage also that we're serving up. And, Coca-Cola is a great sponsor of ours, and they donate. Mountain Beverage is also a local company here that's also going to be donating a whole bunch of the stuff, and we're going to be cooking hot dogs. So I'll be out there cooking hot dogs down in Gypsum.
Nice.
And we're going to keep cooking them until they're gone.
It sounds like a great event. I tell you, I enjoy it every year because, again, you get out and we're such a small community, but everybody's got so many things going on. A lot of times you don't see your neighbors till an event like this, and it's like, oh, how's your summer going? Because everybody's going their different directions.
Oh, it is, and and we get it. Everyone's got a crazy schedule, but this is a great way to everyone to kind of get out. Great weather. Looks like the weather's going to be hopefully decent. You know, it's the one time that I would sit there and say, I hope we don't get rain, because we've had rained a few times. But no, it's always a great event, and to be able to just, on a positive side, interact with the community, touch base with them, and just have a great conversation, and seeing the kids smile and run and be able to play, and just the whole community getting together and saying, this is what the neighborhood's about, this is what the community's about.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we were talking about before we went on air how lucky we are here in the community, because there is that strong bond between the locals and law enforcement and first responders. A lot of communities don't have that. So this is an opportunity for them to maybe extend an olive branch or show them what they're about, and kind of be authentic to the community.
100%. 100%. And like I said, and you know, my folks are out there on a day-to-day basis, and they're out there. But a lot of times, the only time people actually interact with us is when something bad has happened or they're getting pulled over. And it's kind of a lot of people view that as a negative. And there's so much more that goes on behind that. And the whole prevention and working with the community, because my guys live right here also. And all the first responders live majority of them live right here in the community. And so we're all part of it. And they have their families, and so this is just a way to really kind of promote that and strengthen that bond, because we are truly blessed here in the valley. It's we got great community support, we got great families, and everybody just kind of comes together. And if this community is proven so resilient, and over again something happens, the entire community comes together. And this is just one way to sit there and say, nothing's happened. This is just a good thing. Let's get together and let's celebrate. And let's be neighbors.
Yeah, and it's nice too. I mean, your team is out there, they're doing their jobs, whether they are pulling you over or doing events like this. I mean, unfortunately, we see on the highway sometimes some sorrow reminders of people not abiding by the law, and accidents do happen. But it would be so much more if your team and law enforcement was not out there, just kind of giving us general reminders, being present to keep things where they need to be.
Yep. Well, that's what we're about. And like I said, we're trying to keep the community safe, and that's our goal, is keep the community safe. And we want this to be the greatest place, which it is, in our opinion. It's the greatest place to ever be and to live. It's tough sometimes, we get it, but at the same time, we have to be able to do that. And so again, there is that part of it, and we focus on the education and the reason why, and we try to be positive and try to make every interaction as positive as possible, but that's not always the case. But on the flip side of that is we're also human, and we also like to be out there, and we like to have these barbecues, and we like to be able to touch, and that's the most exciting. My guys get really fired up about coming out to these events and so on, and just be able to meet the community on a personal level. And to get to know us on a personal level, and that's what it's really about. And your neighbors, again, because like you talked about, it's like we're all so busy and that type of deal. It's like I've lived in neighborhoods where I was one of the few that knew everybody in the neighborhood, and everyone else was like, well, I know 2 other houses on this block, and so we used to organize getting together for everyone to get to know each other, and all of a sudden it's that old time feeling of, hey, the whole neighborhood's together again, and it's so much better.
Yeah,
so we're excited.
It's camaraderie, it's community, everything built into one. And this is an event that kind of brings everybody together and reinforces that fun family atmosphere.
Yep. So, and if anybody wants to, because it's a lot of information real quick, but they can actually go to the Sheriff's Office website, and we have a couple press releases up there, and they can also go to see us on Facebook. And we've got every location, the times. It's going from 5 to 8 on Tuesday. So it's, we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to seeing everybody out there, and we want to see the biggest crowds that we've ever had. And again, we'll be serving food, drinks, and until we're out. So
perfect. Well, Sheriff, thank you so much for coming in, letting us know about this event. And as a community, let's get out there and support this. This is a rare opportunity for all of us to come together, embrace our law enforcement and first responders, and have a great time. Tuesday, August 6th from 5 to 8. Sheriff Van Beek's going to be out there flipping burgers and hot dogs. Get out there, have a hot dog, have a cold Coke, and meet your neighbors. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good Morning Vail.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that.
And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. Their NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today.
Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake. It's fake.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No.
Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Good morning, Vail.
It is back to school time, and some studies show that 80% of a child's learning is visual, yet 25% of them struggle with undiagnosed visual impairments or needing help. So joining us now is Dr. Jennifer Wademan, also a mother herself, to talk about glasses. Jennifer, good morning.
Good morning. Great to be here.
So where do we start? We're going back to school now. Can you tell us why it's so important to get your kids or yourselves eyes checked heading into the school year?
100%. So like you said, 80% of learning is visual. And so if a child's not seeing clearly in the classroom, or let's say their eyes are not focusing equally together, we can start to see some changes in their academic performance, their overall confidence, and even well-being. So that's where a comprehensive eye exam comes into play, because we're able to we're able to check overall their vision, how they're seeing, if they need a prescription eyewear, and also eye health. So looking at kind of the structures in and around the eyes to just ensure that everything looks healthy overall.
Also, I mean, it's so important because they're literally dotting I's and crossing T's out there. But what are some warning signs that a child might need some glasses or some eye help?
Yeah. So what I think some parents don't realize is that kids don't often know they're not seeing what they should be seeing. And as a parent, it makes it really hard to know, if your child needs glasses or not. But overall, some signs to watch for would be if your child is squinting, whether they're watching TV or they're reading a book or they want to hold everything really, really close to see it or get right up on the TV. Other symptoms to kind of watch out for would be excessive rubbing of the eyes, unusual kind of tiredness with certain activities. And especially as we go back to school, if a child's avoiding certain activities like reading, there could be an underlying issue with their eyes.
Definitely. And students these days, they're looking at all sorts of tablets and kind of using their eyes at all times in school. What are the side effects or harms that come with looking at tablets and electronic devices so much?
Tablets, computers, they're kind of everywhere, and especially in the classroom. And as a parent, I know this at home as well, unfortunately. So on a larger scale, the concern with near work, which screen time is or device use is a culprit, is really the increase in nearsightedness or myopia that we're seeing. So we are seeing kids develop degrees of myopia at younger ages. So on a larger scale, that is a bigger concern that we're looking at. Smaller scale, believe it or not, it would be dry eyes. Kids, when they're looking at a screen for a prolonged period of time, they tend not to blink as much. We do that as adults too. And so the surface of the eye can get dry. Headaches, fatigue, tiredness, even a head and neck posture can suffer as a result of long-term screen use. So that's why it's so important to, encourage, unplugging from these activities, get outside, be active, do things outside of this near visual kind of demand.
Awesome. And what are some of the best frames these days as far as durability, comfort, style, but what are some of the best frames you recommend for glasses?
I think my best piece of advice in terms of this question would be find a frame that your kid is excited about, because if they're excited about it, they're going to wear it. There are lots of options out there now, from bold patterns to bright colors. If your child's involved in sports, there's brands like Nike that can go seamlessly from the classroom into after school practice. As a parent, you kind of want durability. You want to be able to know that this is something your kid's not going to break on day 2. And there are options there as well. So really so many more options, and definitely your eye doctor is a great place to kind of navigate all of that.
Definitely, and if they want to wear pink butterfly glasses, let them wear the pink butterfly glasses, right? Just
let them, exactly.
Wear, right? And as a mother,
100%.
what are your tips and tricks? What have you learned about kind of working with children and ensuring them that this is something that's helping them and making them feel comfortable?
I think the biggest thing I try to do is just include them. So if I have a child in my exam room, include them in the conversation, talk to them, help them to understand. Sometimes it comes a little different. It comes across a little differently, when they're not your parent.
Right.
Talking to my kids, it's another story, but kids in the exam room, they'll listen to me more than they'll listen to their parents sometimes.
Definitely. And man, the way the styles are going, the kids look so cute out there, some of them with some of these glasses.
Oh my gosh,
so,
yes.
Very important. Where can people go for more information?
A great resource is vsp.com/eye doctor. And from there, you can find a local eye doctor that can help you navigate eye exams and back to school.
Awesome. Jennifer, thanks so much for joining us this morning. I hope you have a great summer, and getting ready for back to school is a little less stressful now that the eyes are taken care of, but thanks for joining us.
Yes.
And
my pleasure. Thank you so much.
We will be right back with more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunity to points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point for this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Woo. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at LeadvilleRailroad.com.
When making money is the aim, these kids, they bring their game. They're the biz kids.
Can you dig it?
Real businesses by real biz kids. Watch and learn tips on how to start your own business.
Biz kids.
Right on.
Good morning, Vail.
We are here at Rugs Benedict in Avon with one of the owners, Mandy Benedict. Mandy, how are we doing today?
Fantastic. Great morning.
And today we are talking about waterproof flooring, which is so important out here in the Rocky Mountains, whether you're winter skiing, snowboarding, and you got wet boots, or in the summer and you're playing outside. But waterproof flooring, tell me about it.
So it's really fantastic for our busy mountain lifestyle. And like you mentioned, whether it's ski boot traffic, a rental area, or if you just have some furry friends that like to go play in the creeks and run into the house, it's a great option for having that beautiful wood floor look, but having something that's not so sensitive to moisture.
Definitely, and this is obviously great for kind of one of those entrance rooms or a mud room, or also just an entire house made with this, right?
Yeah, we definitely have been doing entire homes with this floor. If you have, big dogs, they're very, very scratch resistant as well. So if you have things like whether big dogs or kids, heavy traffic, like I mentioned, great for rental environments or just busy mountain lifestyles where you don't want to have to kind of be a slave to your floor. This is very durable.
Definitely, and we have so many options here and different warranties that come with each one, but let's take a look at some of these, right?
Yeah, so really any color that you're looking for, any style. If you want a reclaimed look, if you want a marble look, if you're looking for just a really sleek European oak or a walnut floor, we have anything that will, look like wood or look like stone and tile that we can do with this waterproof flooring.
Yeah, and it all looks so beautiful here in the shop in Avon at Rugs Benedict. What do people need to know about waterproof flooring?
The waterproof flooring, there are quite a few different things as far as like sound abatement. We work with a lot of condo associations. There are specific underlayments that you need to use and installation requirements. So our in-house employee installers are amazing at that, but we come out and do free estimates. So basically anything you need to know, our flooring flooring design team and our estimators will clue you in on everything perfect for your property.
I love that. Rugs Benedict, so much more than rugs. All your flooring needs here. Anything else I should ask? Anything else people should know about waterproof flooring?
Just come in and explore, see all the options that there are.
Come on down to Rugs Benedict here in Avon and check out your next flooring project.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Good morning, Vail.
Summer is a perfect time for outdoor cooking and entertaining, and joining us now is David Olson, who is a live fire grill master, a recipe developer, and has all the tips and tricks for backyard entertaining. David, thanks for joining us.
Ross, so good to be back with you, man. We have so many friends from Denver to Evergreen that I know are tuning in right now, watching. So saying hi to all of them and excited to be with you.
Yes, welcome everyone. And I just got to start, David. How do you become a live fire grill master?
Man, I don't know. It's messing up a lot. That's how you do it.
I love that. Well, having
learn as you go, man.
But you know, it's such a fun time of year to be outside entertaining on that grill. But why is that such a popular thing to do?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, over the last 20 years of doing this, traveling around the world, filming our adventure culinary series, Live Fire Republic, or hosting events, the thing that I've learned is that live fire cooking is really the essence of the culinary experience. It's the highest form and oldest form of mastery in terms of the culinary arts. And I think anymore it's so popular because, just like it always has been, it's among the last places on earth where people from all walks of life and difference can still get together around a warm fire and community table, break bread, share laughs, have great conversation. And it's where we build some of our best, longest lasting memories and relationships. And to me, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, the kind of history of humans and how live fire kind of changed how we kind of got through times, but very fascinating. What are your kind of recommendations to bring fun flavors to the grill this summer?
Well, I have countless recommendations for you. The one rising to the top this summer, though, is peanut butter. It's a classic American flavor I'd love to bring to our outdoor cooks in new and surprising ways. And right out front, we have these absolutely amazing grilled, sticky, caramelized peanut butter and jelly wings. They're so awesome on the grill. For dessert, we have this crumbled, crunchy Nutter butter crust banana pudding. The contrast in texture and flavor there is just amazing. And we can't forget about our four-legged friends who absolutely love these homemade peanut butter dog treats. So whether you have 2 legs or 4, everyone's licking their fingers and wagging their tails for peanut butter at the barbecue.
I love that. If you're like me and you have 19 jars of peanut butter sitting at home, some used, some not used, some half used, what a great way to take advantage of that and use those. What other must-have dishes do you have there?
Well, I've been to about 1 billion barbecue joints around the world. I've hosted just as many backyard cookouts. And what I know about both is it's all about the sides. In Bush's Baked Beans, make summer menus better. Whether you're grilling out in the backyard, packing a picnic for the park, I'll tell you what, they bring the flavor and fun to summertime occasions. They have a variety of flavors from original to zero sugar added. They're a perfect pairing, whether you're serving up burgers, you're serving dogs, elevated cooks like steak, chicken, or ribs, but it's that sweet taste of Bush's recipe that pairs so good with food prepared directly over the grill.
I love that. And just a classic taste from the childhood, right? Those Bush's baked beans are just timeless. What else should people have out there for a backyard bash?
Well, I'll tell you what I keep on hand is Vic's Easy Load Multi-Purpose Lighter. It's their longest lasting multi-purpose lighter yet. It provides nearly 15,000 lights when replaced up to 10 times with a Bic Maxi Pocket Lighter. And as a parent, it's super important to me that this is equipped with child-resistant features. It certainly helps from a safety perspective, and it makes the outdoor experience, grilling, camping, and more easy as 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but it is a lighter, so it often gets lost. What's your tip to not lose that thing?
Put it in the same place, or just have your wife put it in the same place for you and then consistently remind you where you put it.
I love that. What other secrets and tips do you have for people getting out there this summer?
Yes, exactly. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm so excited about this because in Denver, a city where I've spent so much time, we're launching right now for the first time anywhere ever, Embercraft by Live Fire Republic. This is our very own chef-driven, barrel-aged, live fire-inspired sauce line. I've been working on this for 3 years with a cohort of friends who are World Championship barbecue pitmasters, James Beard awarded culinarians, 5-diamond chefs, but we are quite literally sourcing and bottling Michelin-level ingredients and umami flavors for home cooks that want to elevate their outdoor game on their very next cook. I'm so dang excited about this, but we have 4 sauces that are a part of the collection from our hand-harvested and barrel-aged Northern Michigan maple syrup, which may be the best maple syrup in the world. We have a 250-year-old recipe from Japan. This is a non-GMO Yamato Japanese soy sauce, a black truffled steak sauce, which is an absolute game changer. And then an homage to our hometown of Grand Rapids, Michigan, Beer City, USA, sorry, Denver, a beer barrel-aged hot sauce, which is just loaded with flavor. And those are available right now at embercraft.com.
Beautiful, and just beautiful packaging and bottles there. And if
Thank you.
know,
so hard.
Real maple syrup, there's no replacement for real maple syrup. So got to check that out. David, thanks so much for joining us. One more time, where can people go for more information or for those beautiful bottles? Yeah,
drop us a line on social media. Send some love. Live Fire Republic on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the usual suspects. For our bottles, you can get over to embercraft.com for all these tips, recommendations, and more. Tipsontv.com.
David, thanks so much for joining us, and all our friends in Denver checking us out. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good summer out there. Enjoy that grill.
Thanks, Ross. I appreciate it, man. Talk to you soon.
Love it. We will be right back with more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No. Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction, where we go over the latest and greatest in health, lifestyle, entertainment, and more. Start your day off on Coffee with America.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
From small towns to big cities and everywhere in between, we're covering the great things that are happening right now in the USA. This is Positively America with Ernie Anastas.
Each week, we're going to focus on the great things that are happening every day in the USA. We'll feature change makers.
In every older person, there's a younger person saying, how did this happen?
Innovators.
I talk about design the way some people might talk about like the person they're in love with.
Doers and dreamers.
You can use that recognition to pay it forward.
Ordinary Americans accomplishing extraordinary things.
When you smile, you receive one back most of the time.
We're going to prove to you that optimism and hope are paving the way to an even brighter tomorrow.
We've got a lot of programs that are specifically focused on the children of our fallen heroes.
At Positively America, our mission is to feature good news.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the TVA Weather Center on this Tuesday morning. The sun is shining. It's nice and cool to start the day, but we are expected a 50% chance of rain today. A high of 81 degrees, nice and cool after that summer heat really hit us for a couple days there. Winds coming from the west, 5 to 10 miles per hour, and 61 degrees to start the day right now, and those afternoon thunderstorms expected. Into the hourly noon, 76 degrees, and those isolated thunderstorms start rolling in through the afternoon. 4 p.m. continues. 8 p.m. temperatures start coming down to 72 degrees and mostly cloudy skies into the evening. Into the I-70 corridor, Eagle seeing a high of 86 today, Avon a high of 83, and Vail a cool 78-degree high today. 50% chance of that afternoon precipitation and thunderstorms across the Rocky Mountain region today, and Denver hitting the 90s, hitting a high of 94 today, and a 20% chance of precipitation, and we love that rain this time of year. Tonight, a low of 57 and a 20% chance of that precipitation. And those winds continue at 5 to 10 miles per hour and partly cloudy skies. Sunset at 8:14 p.m. could be pretty epic with some thunderstorms and a beautiful Colorado sunset tonight. We shall see. It's that time of year in the summer. Into the rest of the week, looks like afternoon thunderstorms expected throughout the rest of the week and into the weekend. And those highs start coming down into the 70s this weekend. So should be a good week. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We will be back tomorrow.
Good morning. So many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. You're home in the Rockies.